Hey, what's up everyone? This is James, and it's been a little while since I did a worship confessional, so I figured I'd do my best to get back on track here, and this is worship confessional number 18 for last Sunday, which was Sunday, January 13th. I just want to talk a little bit about the Christmas and New Year's services because I didn't do a worship confessional for those. But our attendance was way down just simply because we've got such a high student demographic. So we just did Unplugged for both the Christmas and the New Year's service, and it was nice. Actually, the New Year one was just Joe and I. And it just really kind of brought the kind of atmosphere back and real low key. And it provided a different kind of intimacy, I think, in our worship. So, fortunately, I avoided doing any Christmas songs as part of the worship set. Those of you that know me will know I just can't stand Christmas songs. But anyway, that's a whole other issue. So it's been great. And then, first Sunday of the year, we came back with the full band, and it was so good to have the band back together again and everyone back in town. And rocked it up. So second Sunday of the year, we were really looking forward to it. So on to the first set. Pre-service we played Rain Down, which we've not done in a long time, and I've always struggled with having that as part of the worship set just because I just find the congregation not to be that into it. Like, yeah, it's kind of a cool song and a good message and that, but but it worked real well as the pre-service. Definitely set the right kind of atmosphere and the right tone for the morning. And then for our first song of the first set, we sang Everyone Under the Sun by Vicky Beeching that we introduced last year. Really good call to worship. And we followed that with Because You're Love, which we've not done in a long time, but man, it was tight. It felt really good, sounded really good, and the harmonies were on everything. It was just real high energy. And then we finished off the first set with Salvation Is Here. We toyed around with the intro to that a little bit. We did like a guitar intro with a little bass groove behind it before the drums came in. And, it worked out well, and so there's a lot of high energy going into Scott's message and going into the second set. Scott's message was a heavy one for the start of the year, but he talked about hope. He just talked about how those in the world that don't know God are without hope, and the incredible lifeline that hope gives. And we watched a video called 99 Balloons, which is just a really powerful video. If you've seen it, you can Google it if you haven't, but it's really powerful, very emotive. And we came out of that and sang You Never Let Go, which just worked really well with the message of hope and the fact that God's holding on. God's got it all under control. And then we followed that by One Thing, which we introduced last week. It's a song by the folks over at Blessed Hope Chapel. And last week we did it acoustically. This week we did it with a band, and it was good. I mean, I felt that God really wanted to move midway through that song. It was just like I felt like as a church we were holding back when we shouldn't have been. So I kind of stopped the song and just spoke just for a moment on letting go and just releasing our fears and our troubles, and if we're in a valley and all that, and just giving it to God. And we launched back into the outro of that song, which is a great line. All of life, it comes down to just one thing, and that's to know you, Jesus, and make you known. And it just seemed a little bit anthemic, and it was really good. So really good to have the band back together. It's going to be an incredible 2008. Much coming up other than our 1 year anniversary in a few weeks, and really looking forward to that. Got a few things planned for that morning that I'll talk about in the worship confessional after that. That's on the 27th. Next week the band is back together again, and we've a great set lined up. Hope you guys have a great week. She's the one that keeps the dream alive, from the morning past the evening to the end of the light. Brimful of Asher on the 45, well, it's a brimful of Asher on